few issues to discuss. About 3 or 4 issues. Now, there was a time that about $200,000 was paid to you through Fatou Mbenga for you to upgrade your flight ticket to is it first class? First class? From economy to first class? Do you recall this?
Welcome back, Mr. Witness number 2. For continuation of your testimony, I want to remind you that you are still on the oath before I hand over to Madam Chair for us to proceed. Thank you, Madam Chair. Over to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Batchily.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
You're welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes. So, may I proceed, Madam Chairperson? Yes. So, you recall this?
Wow.
Yes.
Why was there the request to upgrade this to first class?
Nena luta nga dali like to request pro first class update pro first.
Well, I remember Tribobu was Mangdondem, Kenya.
Yes, I fully remember that trip. I was traveling to Kenya.
From Kenya to Morocco.
From Kenya to Morocco.
Morocco to Indonesia.
Morocco to Indonesia.
Malaysia and then Gambia.
Malaysia, then the Gambia.
So, tickets, see?
The tickets?
Company bi ñoñu ko joxone yep.
It was the company who gave me all the tickets.
So because of the nature of the travel,
because of the nature of the journey or the travel,
dafa sori.
It's very far.
So digante joge Kenya dem Morocco dem Indonesia dem Malaysia.
From Kenya, Morocco, Indonesia, then Malaysia.
So I decide to travel in economic travel in business.
There I decide to travel other economic flights and the other business flights.
So unfortunately, Benjamin, if you put out business class.
Unfortunately, when we went to find the business class
to upgrade it, it was difficult because ñom liñ la dé won moy travel agency.
It was difficult because what they always tell you is the travel agencies, they cannot see.
Duñ dé mëna upgrade, for example, joggé Kisumu, for example, dem Nairobi.
They cannot. It's difficult for them to upgrade from Chisu to Nairobi.
So yenn tickets tamit duñ ko dé gis, lolu daf dé mëna xew.
And sometimes it happens that some of the tickets they will not see them.
Ñu yone la ticket ba paré nga bëgg ko upgrade fi doko mëna upgrade.
And if they send you a ticket and want to upgrade it here, you cannot.
So they give me the impress.
So they give me the impress.
So bima upgrade bima ñëwé.
When it was upgraded, when I came,
ma def retirement bi.
I did the retirement.
Everything to Batchily.
Everything to Batchily.
Unfortunately, investigation bi dooré.
Unfortunately, when the investigation started,
Batchily gisut receipts ci mu né.
Batchily said he did not find the receipts.
Ñu sét ko office am gisuñ ko, sét ko accounts gisuñ ko.
It was searched through office but to no avail, and we searched it to office
accounts gisuñ ko.
Accounts and to no avail.
So because Fatou was involved.
And Fatou was involved.
Man ma fay 200,000 bi.
I then paid the 200,000.
So suma ko gisé na bes ma gisé receipts yoyu.
Hadn't I have shown the receipts?
Dina ko délo council ñu délo ma suma xaliss.
I will take it back to council so that I can be refunded.
Where did you do the upgrade?
Fuma defé upgrade si.
Néna fan nga defon upgrade?
Si airport si, for example in Kenya defon na bena.
At the airports, for instance, I did one in Kenya.
I cannot remember whether Morocco or Indonesia.
And this,
I
cannot remember, it was a long time, whether it is Morocco or Indonesia.
So said nañ receipts be sona gisuñ ko.
But the receipts were searched but to no avail.
So how much choice? Ma fay ko.
Then I have no choice to refund these monies.
You don't have Which flight is it? From Nairobi to Bali, which flight?
Nena ban flight la joge ko Nairobi to
Munuma remember flight, see how my flight, see date, see how much I only remember the trip.
I cannot remember the flights, only the trips that I can remember.
Were there no email correspondence regarding this upgrade?
Nena nda operation ni amut email correspondence.
Living naka upgrade de luma si xam ci airport bi nga taxaw nga dem ñu upgrade dal la.
All I know about the upgrade is at the airport there you stand and do your upgrade and they give you a receipt.
Mr. Batchily, were you given the receipt for the upgrade?
I don't recall seeing any receipt for it.
Is the answer no?
Yes, no.
You were not given a receipt?
No, I did not see no receipt. As you may already said.
Okay.
You cannot remember?
I cannot remember it, no.
Yes, I recall I asked Mr. Batchily this.
And then
and he said that he did not receive any receipt for an upgrade. But again, if you see any receipt, please do not hesitate to bring it forward.
I said, I think I have told you that I paid until Fatu brought the receipt here.
The timeline, the time the money was received,
and the timeline
and the time it was paid, it was a long time. It was, for instance, the payment of $20,000 refund is to 2024.
And a refund being called for more 2024.
This transaction happened in 2022.
And a transaction be mugi at 2022.
2 years or thereabout. And we don't have evidence of an upgrade.
Evidence upgrade.
That is the reason why we are asking.
Okay.
Now, you once traveled with your personal assistant?
Personal assistance.
To the US?
The US.
To attend from the Women's Democracy Network?
The Women Democracy Network.
In addition to the International Women's Day Conference?
International Women's Day Conference.
The 4th to the 8th, 2019.
4th to 8th, 2019.
You recall this?
Wow.
Yes.
Why was it necessary to have Aissatou Njie?
Lead council.
Lead council.
Fok na Gambia rek la mayor de travel sa do anda sa personal assistance.
I think it's only Gambia where a mayor travel without his or her personal assistant.
Conferences, a big conferences like this.
A big conferences like that.
So they may do fake a mayor you understand personal assistant rek de.
If you go there, you not meet a mayor only accompanied by their assistants only.
Some of them they understand PROs.
Some of them they do go ahead together with their PROs.
So suma travel ma hamne or ma pengne conference yi dafa reuy.
So if I travel and I believe that the conference is going to be a big one,
dama dey wax CEO ne ko dama anda suma personal assistant.
There I used to inform CEO that I will go with my assistant, personal assistant.
Is that the reason why? Because is the yardstick, is it that because other countries they travel with their entourage, so we also have to do the same? Is that the reason?
Secretary wala ñeneen ne nan dal li moy sababi wala li moy dalir bi nga dal di anda mom.
I ask this because please answer.
The personal assistant is there pour nek a support staff.
The assistant is there to be a support staff.
Nga gis nga dem ci conference.
See, go into the conference.
Nga nek ci room A.
And
nga nek room A.
You be at the room A.
Fekk room B amna lo xamne mo fa xew.
And rule B, suppose there is something happening.
Lo xamne dina nek an interest for your city.
And probably that must be an interest to your city.
Do mëna nek fi nga nek fele.
You cannot be here and there at a time.
No. That cannot be correct.
No, correct.
With these conferences,
conference
when it is organized, they have a target.
dañ dé am fi nga xamné loolu la ñoo target
of the participants.
moy nit ñi nga xamné ñu bokk ñu féké
So if you are not supposed to be a participant,
néna yow su féké né wallo nek participant
you cannot represent.
néna fofa mo do fa mëna represent.
So therefore, if they have a meeting,
néna kon lu melni suñu amé meeting,
it does not mean that you can go with your personal assistant and so on and so forth, and therefore they can all attend those meetings.
néna néwut né yow da nga dem ak assistant nga gis né pour ngeen ñepp ngeen mëna attend meeting yoy.
The nature of conference nga dé dem la man ni ma dé dem la wax.
Depends the nature of conference that I attend, because I'm talking about the ones I attended.
They would have stated
néna kon dañu wara di woné né
that you should come, you may come along with 1 or 2 or 3 people,
néna fofa dañ la wax né soy ñew nga anda kéna wala ñaar nit
so that if you can attend one, they will be there too.
pour nga gis né lo xamné wala bo xamné mën lo ko féké ñoñu dañ dem féké la ko fofu represent la.
ñoñu du sen responsibility pour ñu wax ñu ko ñu wara andal.
That is not their responsibility for them to tell us whom we choose to go with.
It's also not your responsibility. They organize it. It's their responsibility.
Néna ñoko organize their responsibility.
If they don't want a certain class of participants, they will just say that.
Néna suñ soxla ki nga xamné soxla benen class of participants néna kon.
Mota mané la façon conference nga attend la hej na akiba attend duñ béna.
This is why I said maybe the type of conferences that you do attend and the one I attended
for
is different.
example, demba suma telephone bangi ni I have an email from UN Habitat.
Like yesterday, I have my telephone here. I have an email from the UN Inhabitant.
Amna Mayoress World Conference. Amna sen bena event bo xamne.
The Mayoress World Conference, they have one event that.
Dafa collapse ak suma bena event.
It colludes with one of my events.
Ñi dem UN.
Those who are going to the UN.
I'm sure the chairperson bi sabab xamna li ma wax.
And I know the chairperson herself knew what I'm talking about.
Ñaata yoon dañ dem conferences nga nek ci conference A, hall A.
How many times you go to conference and you are in
hall B,
hall
you
A?
affaire finance. Hall B ñu ngi affaire finance.
And the other hall is
so you choose
talking about finance.
You will da nga dem ci climate change.
You'll go to
climate action issues na da nga dem ci finance.
Whether you go into the climate change or you go to the finance.
So what is Aïssatou Ndiaye's expertise?
Nena loolu moom Aïssatou lan mooy expertise am bi.
Xamna amna university graduate la university graduate.
C'est university graduate.
At this time?
Nena léegi.
Time boobu mu ngi dem university.
That time she was going to the university.
Yes. So she has no qualification.
Nena boobu jamono boo amutoon qualification.
She is appointed as a personal assistant to the mayor.
Pour ñu jël ko liggéey wala appoint ko mu nekk personal assistant to the mayor.
Now we will look at the documents.
Nena léegi nañ seet documents yi.
Because when we examine this,
nena suñ seetee yooyu.
it appears as if in fact even the organizers.
Nena da nga gis ne mun na soo organiser ñi nga xam ne ñoo organise mbir mi.
Clearly identified her as being your guest.
Nena ñoom sax dañ ko label wala dañ ko tural mu nekk yow sa guest la sa gan la.
Let me read to you.
Nena xaaral mu jàngal la ko.
Voucher number 146. 146.
Voucher number 146.
Which reads, being disbursement for the payment of 7 days per diem allowance for an official trip to Washington, D.C., United States, to attend an International Women's Day from 3rd to the 9th of March 2019. Now, you have a letter from Women Democracy Network.
Nena am nga letter bu jógee ci Women Democracy Network.
In which you were invited.
Bi nga xam ne yow sa boppa dañ la invite.
The letter was received on December the 6th, 2018.
Nena letter bi nga ko jotee mooy December 2018 on the 6th.
Let me read to you what the letter says. Dear Rohey Malick Lowe, the International Republican Institute's Women's Democracy Network is pleased to invite you to our annual International Women's Day (IWD) conference from March 4th to 8th, 2019 in Washington, D.C. This conference will bring together women mayors from around the world to meet with American decision makers and to learn best practices from their peers. The conference will support women mayors to develop policies that are reflective of the local and national priorities of their respective countries. This is an opportunity to build greater solidarity among women in elected office, which is critical to forge alliances and inspire future generations to seek office. As a member of this year's delegation, you will have the opportunity to learn strategies to implement effective policies that address economic growth, citizens' security, service delivery, and smart governance, as well as meet with a diversity of leaders in the United States. In addition, you will be acknowledged at WDN's annual Jean Kirkpatrick Award ceremony, which honors women who have made outstanding contributions to the advancement of women in political and civic leadership. WDN fully understands the demands that your responsibilities place on you. Therefore, we ask you to carefully consider your availability to commit to attend the IWD conference in its entirety. So here, they are saying they want you to take part full-time. As we meals during the conferences, as well as reimburse fees required to obtain necessary travel visas. For planning purposes, please be aware that participants will need to arrive in the United States and so on and so forth, right? This is what they wrote to you. Inviting you. And should you not be able to attend, then they will seek other opportunities for you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, you on the 3rd of January 2019,
January 2019,
received again another letter from Women's Democracy Network.
Women's Democracy Network.
Which reads, Dear Isaac Njai, the International Republican Institute's Women's Democracy Network is pleased to invite you to our annual conference from March 4 to 8, 2019 in Washington, D.C. as a guest of Mayor Rohey Malick Lowe. What does this mean?
Why ñom nonu la so andi sa PA bi every time dañu binda moy sa guest.
Yes.
Because they invite you and you're coming inviting your PA.
That is normal. Whenever you are invited, whoever you are going along, they will write it to say it's your guest.
You ask them that you want to come with Isaac Njai.
Wow.
Yes.
Says this conference will bring together women's mayors from around the world to meet with American decision makers and to learn best practices from their peers. The conference will support women mayors to develop policies that are reflective of the local and national priorities of their respective countries. This is an opportunity to build greater solidarity among women in elected office, which is critical to forge alliances and inspire future generations to seek office. This year's delegation will have the opportunity to learn strategies to implement effective policies that address economic growth, citizen security, service delivery, and smart governance, as well as meet with a diversity of leaders in the United States. As a guest of Mayor Malick Lowe, WDN cannot guarantee your attendance for all items on the agenda.
That will give you, come again, the last sentence.
WDN cannot guarantee your attendance for all items on the agenda.
Cannot be?
Cannot guarantee.
Wow.
Your attendance for all items on the agenda. I'm reading word for word.
Okay. Fortunately, Isaac was even lucky. I can remember this. Trump invited.
What happened was that Isaac was even lucky. I can fully remember this. This was the time when we were invited by Trump.
And eventually, all our PAs were allowed to go to the White House.
Eventually, all our
PAs were
allowed to go to
the White House.
To the White House.
And more activities then coach allow one to participate activities
and she was allowed to participate all the activities.
And trip bini.
And this trip.
Silama domi Trump bi bole ak Bloomberg.
This was the time Trump style introduced me with one Bloomberg.
Banjul door the benefit from Bloomberg.
Of which Banjul started benefiting from Bloomberg.
Now back to the issue here. What they are stated in the letter is they can't guarantee her participation. Correct?
Wow.
Correct? Yes.
And go ahead.
Most of the time.
For them, most of the time.
For example, because responsibility be fully engaged out.
They do
why
right
so
to you because of they are diverting from the responsibilities.
So lobby
but if you could be able to lobby with them.
And most of the time they been list, why so they buy PA. I cannot remember.
Sometimes they will write this, but if you go there, they will leave you. But I cannot remember.
When me your PA and Buñ Musa don't participate.
Where they have ever said that they will not participate.
The important issue here is Aïssatou Ndiaye was also seen to be relevant by the organizers. The person they embedded was you, the mayor.
Because
and so because it is not necessary for her to be present, her presence had cost $89,950. $89,950. Taxpayers' money.
Taxpayers' money. Who
bought the ticket?
Council
It was bought by council.
And you see, that's not even here. We don't see the voucher, but this is an addition. Like, let me switch, Mr. CEO. Mr. Batchily.
Yes.
No, astaghfirullah. Organizers in Yoko Jada, Lama Fuanda 89,000.
No, it was bought by the organizers. I think the 89,000 that you're talking about.
Mr. Batchily, who paid for the trip for the travel?
I would think that as the mayor is trying to rectify here, the 89,000 was in respect of
per diem,
and then the tickets were purchased by the organizers.
Do you have the evidence? Because that will be contrary to what is stated in the letter. The letter states on third paragraph, the last line says, as a guest of Mayor Malick Lowe, Women Democracy Network (WDN) cannot guarantee your attendance for all items on the agenda. Additionally, WDN will not be responsible for any cost incurred for your travel. Expressly, they are saying we are not paid $1. Do you want to go back and check?
Unless we go and make a recheck, but then
we know these people. What they say is what they do, right? They say we're not going to buy your ticket. They're not going to buy your ticket. Those are funds that they have budget for.
Why the council?
Yes.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Is it a crime for man to care as a mayor and as my personal assistant?
Is it a crime for me traveling as a mayor and I accompanied with my assistant?
You see, we are concerned about public expenditure.
And
you can travel with 50 people.
Then I'm going to get 50 people, sir.
If it is in line with the financial regulation. It's not what we are interested in. It's not what we are interested in. Maybe I think you should be able to travel with 10 people. Maybe I think you should be allowed to travel with more than 10 people or 5. It's irrelevant.
It's very relevant.
I am only concerned about what the law says. And so if we don't like the law, we change it. I don't know whether you understand.
No, I understand now. Why don't you want my flow? Maybe personal assistant.
I hear you and I understand you. But I want you to show me where the law says the mayor shouldn't be accompanied by.
Just for the record. Just for the record.
Just for the record, Mr.
I don't think we are saying that you should not go with the public assistant or anybody in council. We are looking at it case by case basis. We look at the document. We look at the invitations. We look at whether it is the person was mandated to travel. Whether by he or she was invited.
And that is not the case.
Why the council? Our personal assistants are never invited. It's just like small police officer.
Our personal assistants have never been invited. It's just like when I'm traveling.
Let me ask you.
Ahead with my.
Let me ask you the same question.
Officer.
In what capacity? Do you think you have the authority to travel with your personal assistant as mayor? What is the legality? What is the legality?
It depends on the load of liggéey bi nga xamné.
It depends
on the load of liggéey bi nga xamné mom lay dem def.
On the load of the work that I'm going to do.
Show us. No, that's okay. We are not saying that you occupy one of the most important offices in the Gambia.
Nena yow office bi nga occupy fi mun na nekk mo jëna nekk office bu jëna important.
You're the Mayoress of Banjul.
Nena yow ya nekk Mayoress of Banjul.
We are not saying that.
Nena nekkuñ di wax lolu de.
The law may not be favorable.
Nena loi mun na nekk is not favorable.
The law is never perfect.
Nena some law is not perfect.
Maybe
nena mun na nekk.
You should make your case here.
Yow tam nga def sa case fi.
That they should look into it.
Pour ñu mëna ko sét.
The commissioners should look into it.
Commissioner ñu sét ci biiram.
And come up with information regarding the privileges of the mayor and what it comes with the package. But as it stands, the law we have today from 2018 to today, do you have any proof in relation to whether this is the act or anywhere that you can travel with the people you want to travel with and incur council's funds, and that's legal if you have it source.
Amna fu mu nekk wala am nga evidence fu mu nekk loi bi fi nga xam ne wala yoon bi nga xam ne loi bi joxe na ko ne sooy tukki nga dal di ànd ak sa liggéeykat yi nee na soo ko gisee wala nga am ko nga won ñu ko.
But it's not there.
nee na waaye nekku fa.
moo tax ma ne nga dimbale ma fan la loi bi waxee man yow dama laa ñaan pour nga dimbale ma fu loi waxee ne mayor bi mënut a tukki ak personal assistant am.
I'm praying to you that if you can be able to show me exactly where the law says that the mayor cannot travel with his or assistant.
The financial manual talks about expenditure.
Then a financial manual wax na mbiri dépense bi.
And the expenditure is clear.
Nena te dépense bi nim ko téralé dafa leer.
Different type of expenditure.
Nena te fas ay kalte dépense.
Invitation.
Nena te invitation bi
is one of the key things.
Nena borom nek na benen affaire.
You are traveling with Aïssatou Ndiaye.
Nena yaa ngi tukki ak Aïssatou Ndiaye.
Based on your own request.
Nena ci kaw yaw sa laajte bi.
Not based on invitation.
Nekkut ne ci invitation bi.
And this is costing taxpayers' money. It costs taxpayers' money.
Lii mu ngi jël xaalis bi nga xam ne faykat la.
If you are to have the power to go with whoever you want to.
Nena soo amee doole pour nga ànd ak képp koo xam ne bëgg nga ànd ak moom.
So you can decide, I think for this trip I should go with 5 people.
Nena yow sa xalaat la yow yaa war a xalaat soo tukki nga ne waaw yoon bi moom naka juróom nit lay.
I'm going to Indonesia, I think I need 10.
yaa ngi dem Indonesia da nga soxla fukki nit.
I'm going to Paris, I think I need 3.
yaa ngi dem Paris soxla nga ñetti nit.
You think that's how it should work?
Nena daa foog nga ne noonu la mbir mi di doxee wala.
moo tax may la laaj naka la dee wookee.
Because it does not exist.
That is why.
Because it's unlawful to commit public funds.
Nena loolu àndut ak loi bi pour nga jël xaalis mbooloo mi dal di ko dépense.
Where it is not provided for.
Nena fi nga xam ne loi bi wonewut wala joxewut.
The question should have been whether you see anywhere in the laws that you have the power to do it. Not to say ask whether, not to ask the question you're asking. The question is, do you as a mayor think you have the power, the right and the privilege to do that? That is the question.
Nena laajte bi mooy ndaa yow mayor bi foog nga ne loolu am nga doole warugal war a taxawaay pour def loolu. Nena lii mooy laajte bi.
pour ne na war naa ànd ak suma personal assistant.
Do you think the law, your rights as a mayoress, your rights and your privilege allowed you by law to decide who you want to travel with?
Nena foog nga ne doole bi nga xam ne am nga ko ak li nga xam ne privilège bi nga xam ne yaa ngi ko amee nena foog nga ne loi bi def la joxo wala allow na pour yow sooy tukki nga dal di xalaat wala kii lay taana ma àndaa moom.
dama gisut fuñ binda si loi bi ne waruma mën a àndaa suma personal assistant.
I don't see anywhere in law where it is written that I should not.
Because
don't do it. My assistants.
Then don't do it.
Nena kon wàllu ko def.
So léegi personal assistant bi mun naa àndaa moom ma dem base wante.
Nena for personal assistance I can be able to accompany you to base for 1 week.
What is not provided for cannot happen.
Nena loo xam ne defaruñu ko wala amut loolu warta
The financial manual is the guide.
Nena financial manual bi loolu mooy guide bi.
If we don't like it, we change it.
Nena soo ko bëggut nga wecci ko.
You ask me, I may say I think you should go with 2 people.
Nena mom so ko laajte mu ne foog naa ne dafa ànd ak ñaari nit.
But I didn't draft the law.
Nena waaye nekkoon ne moo bind loi
We
bi.
don't like it, we put up a case and change it.
Nena su fekkee ne bëgguñu ko ñu dal di ko saana ñu wécci ko.
But the expenditure should be in line with the manual.
Nena waaye dépense bi moom dafa war a ànd ak manual bi.
If the mayor is invited to come and attend a program through her role as a mayor in council,
Nena mayor suñ ko invité pour mu ñëw fekk programme bi nga xam ne dañ ko invite si turi mayor comme council si council.
they are going to pay you per diem.
Nena dañ la war a fay per diem.
If it is important and necessary that the council will procure the tickets,
Nena su fekkee ne dafa necessary wala dafa important council ñoo war a jënd ticket.
expenses will be incurred.
Nena da nga gis ne dépense bi dafa
You
yokku.
have no right to decide who else will join you,
Nena yow amuloo benn warugal pour nga mun a tànn koo war a àndal.
because that will incur public funds.
Nena parce que loolu dana isi dépense bi dina dugg wala dina laal xaalis mbooloo mi.
And those individuals are not invited.
Nena te ñooñu ñi nga xam ne ñi nga àndal ñooñu sax nekkut ñoo xam ne dañ leen invite.
That is the law.
naa ne lii loi bi li la wax.
Li council
Simple.
appreciate naa li nga wax trop waaye léegi moo tax ma laaj la ma ne
what you have said. This is why I
sama
ask you.
personal assistant bi daal waruma àndaa moom dem America waaye mun naa àndaa moom dem Basse for example.
That my personal assistance, I cannot be able
Ndax
to
foofu tamit
accompany with
xam nga
her.
dama ko wax for the record.
I think I would not. If you recall, you will realize that there are some questions I don't answer because I think they are more. It's not necessary to answer them.
nee na am na loo xam ne soo bàyyi xel si waxtaan bi am na laajte yoo xam ne da nga ko dee laajte du la dee tontu sax parce que soo ko seetee am fayda pour tontu.
Because travel is travel.
nee na tukki la.
Even if you are going with them to Kanifing.
nee na sooy dem Kanifing fii
As
sax.
long as $1 of public funds is incurred,
nee na benn dalasi bi nga xam ne dalasi mbooloo sax su
it
bokkee.
has to be in line.
nee na dafa war a nekk yoon.
If you follow the commission, you will realize that for me, I don't differentiate whether the corruption or the unlawful expenditure is $1 or $1 million.
nee na sooy toppa commission nga yi déglu nee na moom du dee differentiate ndaa corruption bi ndaa dalasi la wala million la.
The mismanagement of our finances is equal,
nee na yaaxa wala mismanagement suñ finance.
regardless of the
nee na
amount.
yëpp a em nee na ndaa njëgi bi.
I am using the word travel,
nee na moom lu may wax fii mooy travel.
and travel does not exclude any destination.
nee na travel moom exclude benn destination.
I think that is clear.
nee na loolu moom leer na.
So baax na next time naa leen wax ñu bindal leen invitation.
yes.
Mr. Batchily,
Yes.
the issue, Lord Mayor, regarding why I asked this, is because it appears as if you were just doing it to create opportunity for the employees.
nee na soo ko seetee sooy seet mu la laajte lii nee na nekk naa loo xam ne yaa ngi create opportunities yi pour sa employee.
And so when there is no need to travel, that's all it seems, that there is just to create opportunity.
nee na loolu seet na ko ne yëfi création pour opportunity la.
And that is why it is important.
nee na lii moo tax dafa am fayda.
Where they have no business to go,
nee na fi nga xam ne amuñ fa business pour dem.
they'll be paid per diem,
nee na ñu daal di fay paye par di
secure visas,
ñu am visa.
all is council's expenses.
loolu yëpp dépense council.
And that is what we are talking about.
nee na lii lañ nekk di wax.
Yeah. If you want to reply to that, that's okay.
nee na soo bëggee am li nga tontu foofu wala soo bëggee tontu.
So opportunity si ma leen di utal mooy pour ñu am per diem.
So the opportunities that I'm looking for them is
Without
for
a
them to have.
justification, without a justification
nee na su fi nga xam ne justification bi nekku fa.
for why they are traveling,
nee na lu tax ñuy tukki.
without having any impact,
nee na te amuñ benn impact.
without being needed in these
te
conferences.
kenn soxla ko wala amuñ soxla si conférence yi.
And the organizers making it very clear.
nee na te ñu nga xam ne ñoom moom ba organisation ñoom dañ leeral de.
Of course, it will be very reasonable to suggest
nee na loolu moom lu yomb la pour nit xalaat.
that you are creating opportunity for them.
ne dëgg yaa ngi créer opportunité pour ñoom.
Now, Mr. Batchily,
Yes.
you had clearance for the mayoress,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
From the permanent secretary.
Yes.
You wrote to the permanent secretary, Minister of Lands and Regional Government on the 28th of January 2019, where you sought clearance, and it says, most respectfully, I write to your high office requesting for travel clearance for Rohey to Malick Lowe, the Lord Mayoress of Banjul, to travel to Washington, D.C., USA, to attend the annual International Women's Day. And clearance was given, correct?
Yes.
Now, when you received this clearance, did you write also for clearance for Ezetu? Njai,
Yes.
you wrote to the ministry.
No. I think she, if I could recall, she was given clearance by council itself.
By council itself.
If I'm not mistaken.
You wrote, you have, do I call this a memo? Says to whom it may concern, 25th of February 2019. This is to certify that the personal secretary to the Lord Mayor of Banjul of the Banjul City Council, Ms. Aissatou Njie, is to travel to Washington, D.C., Miami, and New York City in the USA to attend the annual International Women's Day. She is cleared to travel from the 2nd to the 27th of March 2019. Correct? Now, Mr. Batchily, where was it necessary for Aissatou Njie to travel with the Mayoress?
Lead counsel, I think as the officer involved in this process, I think what was more important is the fact that first, if I am not wrong, I think she discussed this at the council level, and she also made her intention known about traveling with her PA. Second, that she had written, or we had written on her behalf to the permanent secretary to seek clearance for her travel. So it was based on these two factors why we also enable the personal assistants.
Mr. Batchily, the personal assistance was never invited, correct?
Yes.
So why? Yes. And the financial manual is very clear. You know what the financial manual says?
Yeah, but eventually, okay.
Let's just first get the legality of the travel. You are in a position to know what the manual says. You've operated with the manual for the longest period, correct?
Yes.
And again, Mr. Batchily, do not hesitate to disagree if you think my interpretation is wrong. Mr. Batchily, what is the legality of Mr. Aissatou Njie? Money is being spent.
From our perspective, I think the legality
was
based on the
just
fact.
Perspective. The manual. Tell us.
Yeah, but what I'm saying here, what
Yes.
I'm trying to clear up here is the fact that as the mayor traveling,
Yes.
she made known her intention to go with her PA.
Right.
At the council level.
Right.
She made it known.
Right.
Like I said too, at the level of the ministry.
Yes.
She also wrote, and the clearance was given.
Council approved it?
Yeah, it was discussed at the council.
Council approved it is the question.
Yes. No, normally the format that it comes with is the information that she will give council. That
Did
she has.
council approve the travel of Aissatou Njie? Mr. Batchily,
No,
you are educated.
They did not go to that level.
So?
Council just discussed about the mayor's travel, not particularly.
What did they say after the discussion?
But what I know is that mentioning some of the officials that she traveled with were to the attention of the council.
Mr. Batchily, you haven't answered my question. Did council approve?
The council approving, the official in question you're talking
Yes.
about. Officially saying that yes, she should go.
Council's decisions are official, my friend.
No.
Council's decisions are always official, correct?
No, I mean the official.
Yes.
Not our, but I mean the official.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it done?
I don't think the council went that far.
So if that is the issue, would you interpret that as they have agreed? Should you?
I was saying maybe if they were not in line with it, they should have said no, she should not go.
And if they are in line with it, what should they say?
If they're in line with it?
They should say yes, she should go.
Yes.
Did they say that?
They said neither.
So why would you interpret it as if they allowed the travel?
But then the mayor herself told the council that she's going with her.
The mayor is not the law.
She's going with
Mr.
her.
Batchily, you are not the law. You guys are the custodians of the law, Mr. Batchily. The mayor can request. She has the right to request.
Yes.
She has the right to say, I want to travel with XYZ. She has the right.
Yes.
Mr. Batchily. You see, this is why sometimes, Mr. Batchily, I say, you are a rubber stamp. Because the mayor can request. If I were in that position, I can request that I want to travel with XYZ. There's no illegality in requesting. Now did you have an approval from council?
Did I have what?
Approval from council. Because you paid, I said to Njai, you bought ticket, because that's what we can infer, because they are saying they are not going to buy, expend any dollars as per her travel. Now you committed council's funds when you were in the position to not. But now I'm asking you, you never had an approval from council. That's correct. Correct?
The kind of approval you are talking about emanating from
Mr.
council.
Batchily,
Mr.
Batchily, you see, we have time. We have time. How does council make decisions, Mr. Batchily? The law is there. We can check it.
I know. Well, yes.
How does a council make decision?
They agree unanimously.
Madam Lowe, how does the council arrive to a decision? If anyone wants to know what the decision of council is, how do they find it? Through resolutions, Mr. Batchily. You see, Mr. Batchily, even the mayor has answered straightforward. Through resolutions. That's how council communicates their decisions.
But late council, I think maybe you don't get it. What I'm saying is there was no specific agreement on this official. I mean, that's what I'm trying
Then don't pay.
to do. But then she's supposed to go with the mayor.
Why?
And then it's enlightening. She gave me something to show me that, she's supposed to go with her. It was on that basis that we paid.
No. It went to council. It's your evidence, not mine. It went to council for council to approve. There is no approval. So why pay?
No,
Yes?
I want to differ a bit.
You can always differ, but come up with evidence, Mr. Batchily.
Because
you see, if you differ, give us something, give the commission something to rely on.
That's what I'm trying to come up with.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying now here is, I made it very clear that the council did not specifically touch on the official's travel.
That's also
To officially say that yes, this official should go, the PA should go, that wasn't discussed. It was the mayor's.
Let me read to you what the law says on staff allowances.
Okay.
You see, Mr. Batchily, if we stick by the law, it's okay. It says, allowances in the main are those incorporated in the salary payment voucher. That's page 33. Staff allowances, section 4. B, all other allowances, including per diem and net allowances and overseas passages, payable to employees who are traveling away on official duties. On official duties. If you know what it means, Mr. CEO, your travel should be relevant to the office. In this case, Acholija's travel has no relevance to her work and the interest of the office. Should be properly authorized by the chief executive. See, the law is very careful. You should properly authorize it. Why? What does it mean? You have to factor in all necessary checklist. You take it. Is this person even needed here? Number one. If the answer is yes, do we have an invitation? If it is a conference or so, in her name, what is she going to do there? Everything should be clear. You don't just approve, you properly approve. Let me go on, Mr. Batchily. Who are traveling should be properly authorized by the CEO or a responsible officer delegated by him. The finance staff should then prepare a payment voucher for such allowances. The payment voucher should be properly classified and full details of the allowance and the authority of payment given. The procedure for the processing and payment of the allowance will be the same as for salaries and wages. You see, if you go to underpayment and expenditure, it tells you the documents you need for a voucher to be complete. You know this, correct? A voucher should be complete with the necessary invitation documents and so on and so forth.
Okay, can I make an intervention?
Yes.
All right. If I could recall, you are trying to read through the letters.
Yes.
And then I even recall earlier on when I had my testimony, you asked me, I think you asked me whether it was a direct invitation from the organizers. Yes. And we ended up in conclusion that even if the mayor had suggested to the organizers to invite her, I think that is what you are talking about. That is what eventually happened.
Yes.
That being the case, that is also for me one reason to show that yes, she was invited eventually by the organizers.
They did not. Invited.
Because the letter included her name.
No, yeah.
The letter,
Actually,
the
you have
letter
gone
we
to school,
came.
my friend. Do we give you the letter again to read it? Can I please have the letter? You have gone to school.
Yes.
Even the mayor agrees.
Yeah, but by the end of the day,
You know, you have gone to school, Mr. Batchily. The letter is explicit, it's clear. They even have to repeat that she is not their guest. And the mayor honorably accepted that and explained that usually that's what they will say. They even categorically clearly stated that she is not their guest. What more do you want?
but upon the intervention of the mayor for them to eventually invite her
That makes it wrong,
to go with her.
Mr. Batchily.
Yes.
Let's not billable on this. We move on. That makes it wrong.
Lay council.
Yes.
Gis nga li nga wax ni man daf ma dimbale de xam nga lu tax mu dimbale ma.
Head Council, what are you telling me is
Because
something that helped me. Do you know
dañ
this,
am problème yi mais man daf ma noppal sax man loolu laa bëgg a wax this topic daf ma
this
noppal.
have helped me
Because right now
right now?
how ma ndax suma understanding li ma wax si nii na loolu mooy suma understanding of
I
li
don't
nga
know whether
wax.
what I'm going to say is my full understanding.
For example, we have a Smart Cities Congress in Canada.
For instance, if you have smart cities
Congress in Canada.
Congress in Canada,
So now they are telling me to nominate 3 NEET,
and now they are telling me to nominate 3 people:
like a community worker,
a community worker,
councillor,
councillor,
and staff of council.
and staff of council.
So my understanding now mooy ne
And now my understanding is that
loi bi mayut ma pour ma nominate ñi pour ñu dem.
the law doesn't give me
I never
the
said that.
opportunity to nominate these people to go along with them.
I never said that.
Well, because in the letter it doesn't state Modu ak
Nee na
Aida.
moom
They just say
musta wax loolu de.
nominate 3 people pour ñu be part of this building smart cities.
Nee na because this letter or the letter indicate that let me nominate 3 people.
Another example mooy
And another example,
mooy the climate conference in Bonn.
that's the climate conference involved.
The invitation comes like that because ñi xamuñ nit yi liñ la def mooy they write to the mayor.
The
and say to
invitations
the mayor,
come like that because they don't know the people. What they normally do, they write to the mayor.
We don't mix the two.
Nee na ñaar yi duñu ko mën a
See,
jaxas.
every travel is a case by case basis.
Nee na travel bu nekk wala tukki bu nekk case by case
Every
basis.
payment in council is treated differently and separately.
Nee na fee boo xam ne council wala dépense boo xam ne council def nañ ko dañ ko dee treat differently.
The council itself,
Nee na council si boppam,
the mayoress,
the mayoress
and the CEO
and CEO
and the finance
ak
director
finance director.
must make sure
Nee na ñoom dañu war ne
that every single payment
nee na fee boo xam ne bu munta nekk
is in line.
nee na dafa war a ànd.
So for every payment,
Nee na fee
Mr.
boo
Batchily must look into the budget,
nee na Mr. Bakili dafa war a seet
look into the
budget
supporting documents,
muy seet supporting
look
documents
into the manner of payment,
mu seet ban façon fayma
and to approve or not approve.
ndaa mu seet ndaa war na ko approve
You
wala
do
déet.
the same.
yow tamit noonu la.
So that is why I said,
nee lii moo tax mu ne.
if for this payment,
nee na fay bii
it was not proper.
nee na nekkul loo xam ne lu war.
I'm not saying every
nangu naa ko
travel.
nangul naa
nee
la
na
loolu
nekkul ne travel bu
Yes.
nekk de.
waaye dama bëgg a xam man tamit
I agreed but I want to know
suma
myself
position fan laa taxaw.
my position where I stand.
Because bëgguma dem élect si beneen
Let me just help you there.
nee na xaaral mu jàppale la foofu.
In a circumstance, the example you gave,
nee na comme exemple bi nga xam ne wax nga ko fii léegi.
the organization that is inviting
nee na ñoo xam ne organise la ñoo lay invite.
has given you directive
nee na jox nañ la ay
to
directive.
say you can nominate.
nee na wax nañ la mun ngaa
You are
tànn.
not the one that is requesting them to invite people that you think are important to
nee na
attend this
nekkut
meeting.
ne yow yaa nekk di leen di wax pour ñu invite nit ñi nga xam ne ñi nga foog ne dañu important.
And this helps you because if they tell you to invite 3 people,
nee na lii daf la jàppale suñu la
There
waxee
are
ne
two
invital ñetti nit ñaari affaire moo fa nekk.
it's either they will accept to pay for them
nee na ndaa ñoom
or
danañ
they
nangu pour
will
fay la.
ask you to pay for them.
nee na wala dañ la yow
In the
pour nga fay
event
si
they
ñoom.
ask you to pay for them,
Then
even if you nominate,
su fekkee ne ñoo la wax pour nga fay
and you
leen
have
su fekkee ne
put
yaa
in
leen
your
nominate sax
budget that, for instance, you have exhausted your vote.
nga daal di seet sa budget bi su fekkee ne lu fa
Because
nekk da
why
nga
it is important for us to say all of these things is
nee na
to
lu tax
guide
lii mu am
councils
fayda
tomorrow.
pour ñu wax ko yëpp pour ëllëg la.
For example, this invitation that they have sent.
nee na for instance
If in the
invitation bi ñetti nit
circumstance they said,
nee na su fekkee ne ñu ne
we will pay for only the mayor, and
Ñoom
the
na-
2 you will have to pay for them.
ñoom dañ yow la ak ñoo fay waaye ñaari yaa leen di fay.
Now, you believe that all is important, yes.
nee na nga foog ne waaw wala nga gis ne waaw lépp dafa am fayda.
But as at this quota,
nee na waaye pour si quota bi.
if it doesn't meet your budget,
nee na su fekkee ne si xaalis bi nga xam ne xayma bi nekku fa.
do you think you should via it, or you should say, okay, in this budget, I cannot pay for the other two, but I will attend. Because you know why? If you via next budget, you are supposed to go and attend another important meeting, and you have already wired this money. How are you going to go? So that is why the manual provided checks and balances so that you can make decisions to allow you to maximize and to effectively utilize your funds to be able, because you don't just send somebody who cannot bring anything for you. For example, is an invitation for 3 of you. If it is the council that is supposed to pay the 2, and you know that the council doesn't have money, you should outside say, no, you cannot go. Even though I have nominated you, council doesn't have money. Because it's not going to bring you anything. Even if it's going to, it's going to help in terms of providing extra finance for that person, you don't have the money to pay, so you cannot pay. It's outright no. Because if you via that money, come next week you are supposed to go. For instance, you are supposed to travel tonight, and you know what you can lobby and what Mr. X can lobby. They are two different things. So it is for you to be able to prioritize and maximize, you understand, the funds you have to get the best out of it. And that is why you have to be guided by the manual. So that even when they say it's only mayor that is traveling, yes, it's only mayor that is traveling. People will have to say something at one point. But then you know you are following the manual, and you know you are doing it to the best interest for the council. So he is not saying that you are not supposed to nominate, but then when you nominate, where they take responsibility, that's not your problem. If they say nominate for, you nominate for, because they are paid. But where they tell you you have to pay, look at your finances, so that it will not have an impact on your budget and your future activities, because wherever you via this money from, you understand, you are stopping some of your activities to put this money into something else. Yes.
Madam Mayor.
Madam Chair.
Yes, you may proceed.
Madam.
Yes, you want to say something?
Wow,
yes, I just want to thank you.
Society Council soon tuki.
If you see our journeys, our travels,
80% of tuki you don't lobby free, don't you pay dara.
how many percent?
For example, tay mangi wara dem tuki.
For instance, if I'm traveling today,
Suma tuki bima dem America.
my travel to America,
Bima dem Geneva.
when I was going to Geneva,
Yep, amuñ ci dara lo xamné ticket yi everything ñom ñoo ko jox.
everything was sponsored by them.
So 90% or 80% of council man luma day tuki yep.
All 90% or 80% of council, all what the journeys are travel.
Ak ñima day nominate yep 80%.
And the people that are nominated 80%,
Council ci defay dara.
council don't pay anything.
No, but the issue is,
Then I want to be
would they not pay you per diem?
Then and that they pay per diem. If at all it is fully booked. If at all it is fully booked, you will go and when you come, you will be refunded. And some of them, they will not refund you.
Mr. Bojan, please next time, just kindly tell the witness in the microphone, please use the microphone.
Wow, sure.
Very well.
You avoid the question. For the most part, you are paid per diem.
Then most part, if
they are paying your flight and accommodation, they will be paid per diem. They are entitled to it.
So you pay some flight accommodation, then they pay per diem.
Well, I'm not your per diem, for example. So they 1 week I travel, you pay let's say 20,000.
Yes, sometimes it happens if at all
So
you are traveling for a week, you will be paid 20,000.
Yes. So there is always a financial commitment.
So for financial commitment.
So that is why it is important. Now I had now I had made an assertion to you. I had told you that the idea for these travels with the staff is just to create opportunity for them.
Now
it's only fair that you will respond. For instance, we have Binta Conte. Binta Conte is your secretary. Why is Binta Conte traveling to Signawa, USA? As secretary?
Well, Binta was acting as the PA, but I said to them,
Binta was acting as the PA when Aissatou left.
When did Aissatou leave?
Aissatou kañ la dem?
Aissatou fogna I cannot remember. For now 2 years ago, I cannot remember.
I can't remember. I think maybe 2 years ago.
Okay.
Bapare bumfa Aissatou neke.
When Aissatou was there.
So my travel ak ñom comme may dem Soma or may dem la de alternate ñom ñaar.
When I'm traveling with them to Soma or I give them alternate the two of them.
Aissatou mu for one as the PA why mu ngi dem university.
Aissatou was there as the PA but he was going to the university.
Binta tamit mu ngi dem si college bi.
And Binta was going to the college.
Sanu was also going to the university.
Sally
also was going to
Who
the
is
university.
Aissatou? How was Aissatou appointed?
Nena kan moy Aissatou ak Aissatou naka ngeen ko jëlé liggéey?
Aissatou bima ñëwé la ñëw.
Aissatou when I came, that's the time she came.
You brought Aissatou along?
Nena yaa ko isiwaale.
Wa mun naa ne bima ñëwé sila ko indi.
Yes, I can be able to say that when I came, that was the time I brought her.
What is your relationship with Aissatou?
Nena loo bokk ak Aissatou?
No, mom dëgg nak mom xawma ko won sa bi mo ñëw.
No, truly speaking, I don't even knew her at the time I was coming.
Mom lima doon ut moy ku dégg français.
All what I was looking for was somebody who understands French.
So ñu recommend ne mom dégg na français.
And it was recommended that she understands
recommended
French.
by?
Foog naa daf daan liggéey si council.
I think she was working at council.
Daf doon liggéey si council before.
She was working at council before.
So si lañ ma wax ne ma ne leen dama bëgg koo xam ne dafa dégg français.
That was the time I was told, and I said to them that I need somebody who understands French.
Mr. Batchily, what is Aissattou's grade?
Recommend.
Even the time she was coming to the council.
Come again?
You mean the time she was coming to the council?
Yes.
I think she was about grade 6, grade 7.
That is beyond your powers regarding employment, right?
Yeah, but then the local government commission was not established yet.
When was Aissatou employed? Which year?
Aissatou immediately bu ma ñëwee ma ne leen dama bëgg ku dégg French.
Immediately the time I came, and I said that I need somebody who understands French, and I was told that there was somebody who.
So mën nañoo wax.
Now, fast forward. The travel to Signawa, USA. You recall this?
Nena munga fataleku tukki bi nga xam ne dem ngeen Signawa, USA.
Wow.
Is it Signawa or Saginawa? I don't know.
Wow, ñoom delegation bi demoon.
Yes, the delegation that went.
Did they go to Signawa? I don't know.
Wow,
did they go to this place?
Nena dem nañ dañ mujjoon na dem foofu.
So boobu benn councilor moo lead on delegation bi.
We have Binta Conte.
Nena am nañ Binta Conte.
In 2022. That that is supposed to go to in the USA in Saginawa.
Sagunai.
Come again?
USA.
Sagunai. Is the pronunciation?
Sagunai.
Sagunai.
I think the spelling.
Sagunai. Texas.
Okay. It's in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Sagunai, right?
Wow.
Now did they end up going to Sagunai?
Mujjoon nañ dem Sagunai.
Wow, dama fa yónnee naa fa a delegation of for now ñoom 5.
Yes, I sent a delegation, I think, of 5.
So next month, a delegation of fire service, ñoom tam 5 ñu ngi dem.
And next month, a delegation from the fire service, and next month they will be going.
Information we received is that this trip never materialized.
Nena waaye xibaar bu ñu am mooy tukki bi musta am.
Lead council. ñi fa demoon ñu ngi fi Mahmoud Touré moo demoon.
Those who went there are all here.
No. Look.
Mahmoud Touré.
We just need proof. See, let me ask the CEO. CEO, did Binta Conte go to Sagunai in Texas?
My memory, I think she went, but I'm not. It's not in my.
No, that's okay. So I will give you the copy of the voucher, Madam Lowe and CEO.
Lead council.
Please interpret that. I am just going by investigations. This can be wrong. I will give you copies of the vouchers. If you have pictures or dates and so on and so forth, tickets also that you can provide, please attach it, put it in an envelope and just send it. That's very
dama la
easy.
bëgg a dimbale si délégation bi fa nekkoon rek xëy na moom su ko fàttaliku as CEO.
I want to help
man
you.
fàttaliku naa ko mu ngi ma mel ni démba.
Yes.
Because I can
because bi
remember
maa def correspondant bi pour fire service ñi nga xam ne ñoo fa war a dem.
when I was doing the correspondence with fire service, those who supposed to go
I
there.
remember even the mayor has himself asking me Ana Binta Ana Councilor
I
Mamou
can
Touré.
remember the mayor asking me about Binta or Councilor.
Councilor SM Jaite.
SM Jaite,
Councilor Pa Babu Cham.
Councilor Pa Babu Cham.
ñii ñooy woon délégation bi dem Saago Naay.
They are the delegation which travel to.
Yes. So
Saguna.
again, we will give you a copy of the voucher,
Then I will legi ñu nañ la jox copy voucher bi.
so that not now, after the sit-in,
Then I do legi why after sittings.
so that please when you have time you can go through it.
Then I saw amé jot nga dal di seet mbir bi.
yow yaa ngi dafa mel ni ñaari affaire yoo xam ne nga boole.
I think two things you combine.
This was not the trip of the delegation.
This was not the trip of the delegation.
bii mooy trip bi nga xam ne man dama waroon a dem Saago Naay bi ma nekk America.
This was the trip that I was supposed to go to Sangunai when I was in America.
So unfortunately mayor bi dafa feebar nekkoon. I think dafa doon am opération daal.
And unfortunately, the mayor was sick. I think she got an operation.
So ñun bi ñu jógee Washington.
When we left Washington,
we went to Minnesota.
we went to Minnesota.
From Minnesota we were supposed to go to Texas.
From Minnesota, we are supposed to proceed to Texas.
Si la CEO bi call Binta.
That was the time when the CEO called Binta
di ko wax ko ne ko duñ mayor bi dafa feebar.
and informed her that the mayor is sick.
So from foofu si lañ dem foog naa Minnesota, Wisconsin.
From there, we proceeded to Wisconsin.
So trip bi man egguma Saago Naay. Binta went with the
But
group.
this trip, I did not get to Sagunai. Binta went with the trip.
So this is another trip boo xam ne man si suma boppam maa waroon a dem foofu.
But this was another trip of which I supposed to be there.
Now, Binta was paid
Then Binta dañ ko fayoon.
Waaw.
Yes.
and she didn't go.
Te demut.
No. Binta was not paid only to go to Saago Naay.
Binta was not paid only to go to Sagunai.
It's two different trips.
It's two different trips.
Benn trip bi he was there, he went.
The one of the trips he was there, she
So
went.
beneen trip bi we went to Washington.
But the other trip we went to Washington.
ñu jógee Washington dem Minnesota.
From Washington we went to Minnesota.
From Minnesota si lañ dem Wisconsin.
From Minnesota we went to Wisconsin.
I think investigators yi am nañ those invitations yëpp ak.
I think it's contained on the invitations there.
Yes, so we will still need help
Nee na ba léegi dañu bëgg a jàppale.
because, yes, we have one that says travel expense. Please be informed that the Lord Mayor and her secretary Binta Conte are to travel to city of Texas and New York. And did you say Sagunai?
Saago Naay waaw.
Yes, in the U.S. And so the other voucher,
Nee na beneen voucher bi.
the per diem is only for the trip to Sagunai.
Nee na per diem bi
No,
boobu
I'm
pour
just going
Sagunai.
by
Wow,
the
wow.
voucher.
Nee na lu
See,
nekk si kayit
I
bi
was
loolu la
not
ma wax.
present. You
Nee
were
na
not there.
nee na yow fekkee ko noonu.
So we just go by the voucher.
Nee na pour toppal lu mooy wax yëpp si voucher
And so
bi.
that's what it says. Do I give it to you back to check it?
Nee na mu joxaat la ko nga seet.
Exactly.
No, it's all right.
So that's it. Now we will need the necessary travel details
Nee na léegi danañ soxla necessary travel details.
between you and CEO.
yow sa diggante CEO.
We will make copies and give you these vouchers.
ngeen defar ñu copie ñu daal di jox ñu voucher yi.
The other issue
nee na beneen mbir mooy.
is in relation to the hiring of lawyers.
nee na mooy pour xayaay luwaase yi.
Usus Chambers Sasum Silla, the lawyer.
Usus Chambers Sasum Silla lawyer.
How was she employed?
nekk na naka ngeen ko employé.
CEO because moom moo ko interview.
Council
moom moo ko jox contract.
unless you ask CEO because he was the one who interviewed him and gave him the contract.
So now bi mu ñëwee moom moo management ñoom ñoo ko interview.
I think when he came
Which
he
document?
himself and
What document is that you're looking at?
nee na ban façon kayit nga nekk di
bu
seet.
Binta bu ma jox léegi.
the one
No,
that
no,
of
no.
Binta that you gave me.
It's not for you to be giving it to to be given this document now. She is supposed to be given a copy.
Nena lo moy wax ni moy daf ko wara copy mu jox la copy bi.
Waaw ba pare ma xam lan la ngay soxla. Please, sir. Waaw. Li council lo soxla ci bi.
What do you need from this?
We want to give you a copy of these documents
Nena la nga bëgg jox copy.
so that you and CEO will give us the full travel details regarding this travel.
Pour nga gis ne yaak CEO ngeen dal di bokka ngeen jox ñu details pour mbiri travel tukki bi.
It can be done after. Let's proceed.
Nena
Now,
anyway.
Your legal advisors.
Nena legal advisors yi.
You hired the service of Sasum Silla.
Nena da nga jëlon Sasum Silla.
Correct?
Nena dëgga.
Waaw CEO ñoo hire mané ñom ñoo interview Sasum ñom ñoo ko hire.
CEO who hired and they interviewed.
Mr. Batchily, who introduced Sasum Silla as counsel to the area council?
Yes, we did the initial discussions.
We as in who?
Myself and the director of admin, but then the recommendation to bring her on board came from the Lord Mayor.
Okay. Now, this is why I asked Madam Lowe.
Nena li mo tamu datira laajte Madam Lowe.
Sasum Silla of Usus Chambers was contracted because you recommended her.
Nena Sasum Silla Ususu Chambers dañ ko jox contract ndax yow sa bopp yaa ko recommend.
Indiwuma Sasum.
I don't brought Sasum.
Recommend uma Sasum.
I don't recommend Sasum.
Waaye moom su ñëwee dina wax naka la ñëwee council.
But whenever she came, she will tell us how he
Mr.
came.
Batchily is here.
Nena Mr. Batchily mu ngi nii.
Déedéet Mr. Batchily mu ne man maa ko indi.
Mr. Batchily said I brought him
Xam nga moom déglu naa ko.
because I listened to him.
Xëy na moom dafa fàtte naka la Sasum ñëwee.
Maybe he forgot how Sasum came.
Léegi Sasum su ñëwee moom dina wax naka la ñëwee ci council.
If Sasum came, she will elaborate how she
No,
came to the council.
please tell us your version.
Nena yow nga wax ñu yow sa bor.
Because if Usus Chambers Sasum Silla is employed,
Nena Ususu Chambers suñ ko employé.
it has to be in the right manner.
Nena war na nekk si yoon.
We don't have a problem with Sasum being employed
Nena amuñu problème pour ngeen jël Sasum
or
liggéey.
contracted.
Wala nga
Sorry.
jox ko contract.
Fooguma ne dañ ko Sasum dañ ko contract si back way because Sasum was interviewed by him.
I don't say she was contracted through Bagway
And he
because
was
she
given
was
a contract.
interviewed by him.
So naka la xamee liggéey bi ak naka la fa ñëwee loolu ay
So just let me
How
ask
he
the
came
questions.
there, I don't- I
Let
don't
me
have-
ask the questions,
Nena xaaral mu laajte.
then you do the answering.
Nena yow nga mën a answer.
So that when I ask you questions,
Nena su la laajte
then you answer.
yow nga tontu.
If you have a comment,
Soo amee li nga war a wax.
then you ask the chairperson to.
Den nga laajte chairperson.
If it is granted,
Nena su la joxee doo
then you
waru
do
nga.
your comment.
Den nga def sa comment bi.
Now, did you introduce Sasum Silla to your CEO
Nena
by way of
bi
recommendation?
mooy ndax yow yaa introduce Sasum Silla si CEO through sa recommendation bi. No.
Now, how did Sasum Silla come to be the lawyer for the council?
Nena Sasum Silla naka la nekkee wala naka la ñëwee ba nekk lawyer council. May I get you?
I don't know how he comes to the council.
I don't know how council get to the council.
But now, she ended up being the lawyer and you guys work with her.
Nena moom mujj na nekk foofu sa lawyer bi te nga dal di liggéey ak moom.
And now, it does not pass through normal procurement.
I don't know how they did it. That is for the
Are you
CEO.
concerned about the actions of the CEO? Lord Mayor?
Nena ndaga concern action ñoom CEO wala action CEO.
Do you think that the CEO should take decisions based on legality, on the
Nena
law?
ndax foog nga ne CEO xalaatam bi wala xalaatam bi dafa war a nekk loo xam ne dafa ànd ak loi bi.
Loolu la expect from moom.
That is what I expect from him.
Now, did you find out?
Nena ndax mujjee nga seet na am na wala am.
Find out lan.
Did you find out? So
Nena-
because whatever the CEO does
Nena CEO lépp li nga xam ne def na ko.
should be checked by you.
Nena yow sa bopp yaa ko war a seet.
waaye
Check
wax naa la ko from beginning bi ma ñëw fii ma ne la lu ñu ma wax rek laa mën a xam. lu ñu ma
I
wax
told
rek
you
ma baax.
since I came here from the beginning that whatever I am told, that is what.
No,
I
but
know
if you
what to do.
see a lawyer working with you,
Nena waaye nga gis loo muy liggéey yow.
you ask how is she contracted.
Nena nga laajte naka la ñëwee naka lañ ko joxee contrat.
The law says you should ask.
Nena
how.
lu wax na nena da nga war pour laajte.
foog naa soo waxee lawyer xanaa lawyer bi kay su ñëw foog naa ne dafa fekk mu nekk lu leer parce que foog ma ne lawyer bi tam dina dugal boppam si leneen.
If the lawyer came, I think if you ask her, she will make clear the doubts because I don't think she will come on the back way. Or
That
back
is
jet.
not the question.
It
is not the question, because if you decide to give a contract to a business person or a company, it's for you to follow the law. The area council should be, the city council should be the one to follow the law. That's it. It's not for the contractor or the council to tell you, you want to hire me, but did you follow the regulation? It's for the council to follow the law.
That is true, and I have never asked.
Exactly. Now, you also employ the services of Dandemayo Chambers, Mr. Lamin Kamara of Council.
Lamin Kamara, Dandemayo Chambers. Nena mom tamit danga hire service ami.
Wow.
Yes.
How was he introduced to the council?
Naka lañ nako introduce ci council.
Dandemayo fogna CEO dafa ñew ci man mu ne ma Mr. Kamara.
I think CEO came to me and said to me that Mr. Kamara.
Mu ne dafa it has to do with social security dal lu mu ne xaliss bu ñu warona indi from social security ay millions yu lu jeex.
It has to do with social security because we have monies that he need to bring to us from the social security. A lot of money.
More recommend Mr. Kamara CEO.
I think he's the one who recommended introduced and recommended Mr. Kamara to the CEO.
CEO ñoo wax mako.
And CEO came and informed me.
Ne Mr. Kamara daf ko wax ne ko xawma fogna Kamara bobu lawyer Kamara mu don ligéyal na social security dal, I don't know, something like Lowe. I cannot remember the story.
I cannot remember exactly, but I think he was telling me that Mr. Kamara have ever worked for the social security.
So dañ bëgga am service am pour mu collectal ñu xaliss from social security.
So we need his service for him to collect monies from the social security.
Wow, then this is how we contacted Mr. Kamara.
This is how we contacted
lawyer Kamara.
Why did you not pass through procurement?
Process. The procurement process.
Law says, see, when I call their names, it's not for the fact that they are lawyers and we don't want them to be employed. It's for the contracted. It's for the fact that we are concerned about or with the actions of BCC.
Wala ay lawyer nekut ne ñun bëgguñ pour ñoom ñu liggéey ak yeen dédé waye ñun lu ñuy wax ni wala lu tax ñu leen di wax mbir moy yoon bi nga xamné wala jëf bi nga xamné council ci bopam def nako.
Why is this not subjected to procurement process?
Néna lu tax li yobbu leen ko wala wër leen ko ci procurement process bi.
Wa I don't know how ma lana tax yobbu won ko procurement, to be quite honest. One time sax ne lawyer ci tamit suñ leen dé jël dañ ko wara yobbu through procurement, to be quite honest.
I don't know the reason why they do not take them through the process.
Why xamna ne buñ ne Mr. Kamara,
I don't know that lawyers, when you are hiring their service, you need to follow the procurement rules.
But that is why,
nena li mota,
you see, for every $1,
nena bena bututsa dalasi,
the council, the mayoress, the CEO, the finance director, have no right to spend without going back to the financial manual. But this you know already. Right?
Wow.
Yes.
Then go back to the financial manual.
And
ask the question, but how do we do this? And if you go to the financial manual, it tells you exactly how it is done. So where is the problem now?
With all honesty, problem amu fa sa fofu li xew moy.
Yeah, with all honesty, there wasn't any problem. What had happened there is that
man lima gisoon rek moy okay, convince nañu ne Kamara mu don indil na am na da story bi lu am social security ba pare mun na ñoo génne fofu. I think it was around 300 million bu mu wax.
Something like that, because I was convinced that Kamara was once at social security that he brought monies, and I think the monies that we are looking for is around 300 million.
So fofu mom som la waxe dega halatu mom sa procurement suñ ma waxon sa ne ki naka ben Abdou Fall bu nek ci mbeda bi mun nañu ko defal. I will just go for Abdou Fall.
No, that time if I tell you, definitely I don't even think of, or we don't even think of procurement. Even somebody come and tell me something fall at the street,
because
I will just rush and call him.
But
all what we see was
that would really
you administering
that will really be you administering the institution, the council.
Really administer council.
Without regard to procedure, to law. Because if you want to if you have a good intention, to solve a problem, but you want to solve it at all cost.
All cost.
Yes.
Yes.
Without following due process.
Without
then the intention Lowe is meaningless. Because if we were to if every institution, every mayor is to do the same, you leave Banjul and someone else becomes the mayor. They just spend without following the financial manual. Someone else comes and does the same thing. Where will we be?
Lead council. Man musuma xam sax ne affaire lawyer si dañ ci di indi ay procurement man man ko do
I have never know that that of lawyers we need.
No, but you know they are going to be paid money. Correct?
Wow.
Yes.
And the law is whenever money is to be paid, there's a law governing it. This you know.
Wow.
This you know.
Wow, why is affaire lawyers dafa complicated because I'm not so tax yo xamne da ngeen ko wara fay.
When it comes to the lawyers, it's very complicated because they have certain services that you need to pay.
No, that's not the question.
No.
Lawyers, contractors, anybody, wherever the council is giving a dalasi.
Council dalasi.
You know, it has to be in line with the law. Correct?
Manela sa affaire lawyer how mo ne dañ wara dem procurement.
I tell you that for the lawyers I never know that we have to go through
hire lawyer da nga wara dem through GPP.
I never know that if you are hiring a lawyer you need to go through GPP.
Every payment should be passed through the lawful process. See, the first thing that we do when we occupy these positions is to get the manual. If you don't know the manual, you can't oversee the work of the CEO. Is that not the case? If the CEO knows the manual more than you can't supervise him. If he knows the procurement more than you can't supervise him. If he knows the act more than you can't supervise him. So where are we now?
Well, lead council, Lord Digala Mota.
Lead council, that is true.
As my technician.
As our technician,
I'm just taking these responsibilities.
I could not do this. Procurement is the CEO. I'm just taking these responsibilities as.
No, the law says that the CEO's expenditure should be cleared by the mayor. The CEO has a limit. And so that's what the law says. Very clear. For every expenditure, there are three categories of authority. CEO is answerable to you, you are answerable to council. So it's the law, not me. So, Mr. Batchily.
Yes.
Do you guys not know that you should go to procurement to get a lawyer? Procurement?
Excuse me.
Lead counsel, definitely in that case, I would say the same. I was not aware that.
Mr. Batchily, that's not correct.
Based on, no, I'm coming.
Go ahead.
Based on something I heard earlier on being discussed, that lawyers were then not registered with the GPPA.
Go ahead, Mr. Batchily.
That is what carried us away.
Mr. Batchily, that's not correct.
And we did not, unfortunately, we did not verify that.
Mr. Batchily, there is a history of disregard a history of total disregard to procurement regulations and act. You see, if it was a standalone issue, you may have a pass on it. But for Banjul City Council, and in fact all the area councils, up to the time of the mandate of the Commission, 2023, all the area council, total disregard of procurement regulations. It's as if it doesn't exist. You know that. That's a fact. The Mayoress knows this because we have given you examples of procurement that were done outside the normal course of doing procurement. Do you understand that, Mr. Batchily?
Yes.
So if it is a repeated act, it will be difficult for you to say, we do not know that we needed procurement. You and I know that the first thing you do when you open the procurement regulation, when you open the procurement regulation, is to state clearly that all procurement must be done in line with regulations. Correct?
I'm not in.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not in denial of that.
So what is the problem?
But in this, I'm making reference to this particular case.
Mr. Batchily, we employ these people because we know them. That is the reality. And there are so many lawyers as well who are either equally qualified, less qualified, or more qualified.
Could be.
Not could be. Not could be, Mr. Batchily.
Because in this case,
not could be.
I did
not could be. I have a good relationship with all those the lawyers that are involved. Nothing against them.
No, I did not know. I did not know the gentleman.
Mr. Batchily, for any business,
I did not know the gentleman.
For any business, the mayor will accept that you cannot just say that Mr. Kamara is the best in this. Even with that, if he is the best in that, you still have to follow procurement. You cannot say Sarusula is the only lawyer that can do the job at BCC. That's not true.
No, we never said that.
Exactly, it's common sense.
Never said that.
It's common sense. So why are we not following? You see, the issue about procurement is there should be equal opportunity. Correct?
Yeah.
Equal opportunity. So when we say this, we don't have, nobody has problem with anybody. Equal opportunity. Not to be given procurement based on relationships. Mr. Batchily.
The council.
Yes.
Please
proceed.
Mr. Batchily, Hamut Mr. Kamara de. I have to be very honest here.
I have to be very honest. Mr. Batchily did not know Mr. Kamara.
Kamara Batchily to Rusna Mutok fee.
I'm very sure for Batchily to sit here and say something that I know and I keep quiet. When Batchily came and told me about lawyer Kamara,
I can fully remember. You don't call pour ham can mo ñu jox number Kamara.
We were calling to know or to get somebody who can give us this Kamara's number.
Or Esa Dabo.
I called Esa Dabo.
Ma yoni ko pour mu dem si mu ne xam na fu office Kamara nekk Hagan or Lehman after
he
that.
He told me that he knew Kamara's office at Hagan or Lehman.
Madam, let me help you there. The issue
it's
not about Mr. Kamara. The issue it's not about Sasum Silla. The issue it's not about any lawyer. We are not even interested about their competence or not. That's the issue. No problem with any of them. In fact, I even said last time to pay a lawyer money to recover for you is better than paying SAPs, because SAPs are doing the same job that you guys are doing.
Nena mom musna go office apurunga fe lawyer mu dem jene la halis mo tane sapurunga fe SAPs, because SAPs lu ñoo def moy loi bi lu moy def ñoon lool la ñoo def.
Not loi, what the area council is doing is what they are doing.
Area council li nga xamne lool ngeen nekk di def SAPs tam lool la mo def.
And they can't represent you.
Nena ñoo duñu la mëna represent court.
But at least a competent lawyer or a certified lawyer will be able to represent you.
Nena why competent lawyer wala certified lawyer mo la muna taxawal ci court.
Just like if you need a building contractor.
Nena comme suñu soxla building contractor.
Or you need to construct a road.
O ko xamne dafa liggéey yoon.
You go to the right class of people.
Nga dem ci façon ñoo ñi nga xamne sen classe.
The right class of profession.
Nena ñi nga xamne ñoo am nañ xam-xam boobu.
That's what we are saying.
Nena lu la nekk di wax.
But do it in the right manner.
Nena waaye nga def ko ci yoon.
That's what all we are saying.
Nena toujours loolu la day wax.
In the right manner. You and I will agree it's unfair to any other lawyer that also has a practice.
Nena li yow ak mom de ngeen di nangu ne loolu nekk na loo xam ne is very unfair si ñeneen ni lawyer yi nga xam ne dem tam ñu ngi practice.
And the procurement law says there should be fair equality.
Nena te soo seetee
opportunities.
Procurement lu mu wax mooy lépp dina nekk dafa war a nekk loo xam ne fair opportunity.
loolu nangu nañ ko.
I agree to that.
That's it.
man dama ñëw rek pour wane ne xam nga da nga ko wax ne ko da nga xam ñii moo tax nga indi leen.
I just trying to clear that out.
loolu laa
You said I knew them this is why.
Not him.
Nena nekkut moom.
Between you.
Nena sa diggante
Mr. Batchily. And the finance director.
Kon léegi waxal moom xamu si dara moom.
No, I'm just saying between the mayor.
Nena waaw diggante mayor.
The CEO.
Mu ne CEO.
And the finance director.
Financial manager.
If you are the people who did the appointment,
Nena yéena def appointment.
somebody must have known the person.
Nena si yéen am na ko xam ne dafa war a xam yoon bi.
And that's a correct statement.
Nena te loolu nekk na loo xam ne statement bu correct.
waaw moo tax ma ne.
That is why I said.
moom.
He.
man fi ma toog.
When I was sitting.
dafa ñëw rek mu explain na ma ne Mr. Camara lawyer Camara.
He came to me where I was sitting and explained to me that.
man maa oote ku dem uti lawyer Camara nombaam bi.
Lawyer Camara, and I was the one who called for them to find Mr. Camara's number.
Back to just to clear something. Esetu Njai, when she traveled, did she come back?
Nena Aissatou Njai. Dafa bëgg nga leeral ko foofu bu mu tukkee ndaa dafa mujjee ñibbisi. Yes.
Would you be able to give us evidence of that?
Nena mën nga ñu jox evidence boobu. She came.
No. Will you be able to give us evidence of the return of Aissatou?
Nena lu mooy laajte ndaa mën nga ñu jox evidence ne Aissatou return na.
Not what happened at some point subsequent.
bañ ko fi takkam Aissatou Njie dafa dem foofu.
No. Please, we operate based on evidence.
Nena ñun si evidence bi la ñoo wéeru.
And so all we need to see.
Nena lu ñu bëgg a gis fii mooy.
Is that when she left, she returned.
Nena mooy dem na ñëw na.
Now the issue of Keba and Sons.
Nena soo demee si Keba and Sons.
You know the business called Keba and Sons?
Nena xam nga business boobu bu ñuy wax Keba and Sons.
suma rakk la suma doom la.
She is my younger brother and Sarakala sa doom la. She is my child and she is my younger brother.
What do you mean by that?
Nena loo meen si loolu.
suma rakk la very close to me.
Is my younger brother very close to me.
Now, what is your relationship with the business?
Nena loo seexantu ak business bi.
Keba moom business am moo register business am.
Keba owns his business and he registered his business.
bi moo def business bi sax in fact fekkuma fi dafa fekk man maa ngi dem sëyi Sweden.
And the time he was doing this business, in fact, it doesn't find me here. I
moo
was
register
at
business
Sweden
di ko
for my
operate ba nit
marriage.
ñi di ko xam ba may ñëw fii fekkut ma Gambia sax waaye mun naa la wax ne maa ko train si business bi.
But all I can tell you is that I trained him on the business.
bi ma fi doon nekk mu ngi doon liggéey ak man.
When I was here, he used to work with me.
ma bàyyi ko fi dem.
I left him here. I left.
mu door business am.
He started his business.
am si fulla ak fayda nekk ci.
And there, he was very tied to the business and he was stick there. Right?
ba bés bi ko yàlla di yóbbu.
Up to the day God called him.
Do you have, in any manner, any interest in the business?
Nena business bi si boppam am nga fa interest?
awma si business bi dara.
No, I have no interest therein.
Now ma fi woon sax bi moo operate business am bi.
Please come again.
ma ne nekkuma fi sax bi moo door business ko.
I was not even here when she started the business.
Keba and Sons had several businesses that were given contracts that were awarded.
Nena Keba and Sons am na contract yu bëri yi nga xam ne da ngeen ko jox.
In fact, we have reports that, in fact, in some of the big awards.
Nena am na contract yi nga xam ne da ngeen ko joxe waaye awards yi.
It appears as if you have an influence on it.
Nena loolu dafa mel ni yéen sa boppa am nga fa influence de.
He was paid $13 million to procure dustbins. Mr. Batchily, you recall this?
Fee ngeen ko $30 million
dollars
pour mu incur dustbins.
You recall this? For the 3,000 dustbins.
3,000 dustbins.
for $13,800,000.
For $13,800,000.
Keba, dafa dem at the right process.
Keba went through the right process.
I can remember fully bi ñoo wax ne dañoo jënd beans yi.
I can remember fully the time we were saying that they said that they will buy the dustbins.
Man mii wax naa Keba ne ko Banjul City Council ñu ngi war a jënd beans.
And myself, I have even informed Keba that Banjul City Council, they want to buy dostbins.
Yal na ko Yàlla yërëm. Keba went and compete like anybody else. We just through GPPA ñu jox ko.
And it was complete. He went the right way. He went to the GPP, and it was issued to him.
Yeah, but it cannot happen under your influence.
You know, why what is our influence?
Lii dafa dem to contract committee.
It went to the contract committee.
Dem si GPPA.
He went through GPPA.
He was scrutinized. I know it is difficult.
It was scrutinized.
I know it is difficult.
You have a
relationship with him. May he show us in peace.
Scrutinized like anybody else could you scrutinize. Keba sax luñ ko scrutinize. I don't think the GPPA definitely anybody.
And the way Keba was scrutinized, I don't think GPP have ever done it to anybody.
Is it because GPA knew that you have a relationship with Keba?
Wallahi billahi.
That's why they scrutinized him.
Keba mu ngi si dëgg maa ngi si fenn laaj ko CEO.
Keba is in the street and I'm on my life.
Ma ne ko CEO gis nga GPPA li ñoo def nii yëpp.
You ask CEO. I told him that CEO, what all GPP are doing.
Ma ne ko man maa tax waaye suñ xamee ne xale bi fu la ak fayda
because of me, if they know how